I assume by the silence I'm supposed to be doing the intro then.
Yes. Anytime.
It's nice if you let me know.
Oh, you did it last time without any prompt, so...
Well, you literally turned around and you said, "Hey, are you doing the intro?" It's fine.
Well, now we're in an awkward situation. Welcome back to the Thorned Roses Route, episode 11. We are delving deeper, not only into Molevin's dark, traumatic backstory, but also into the main plot of the campaign, finally figuring out what's below Yellow Bell. I'll hand it over to you, short round here, to tell us a little bit about last session.
So last session, you guys made your way down the well one at a time, and with Molevin, Ratthew, and Jonathan sort of heading the top of the party, you kind of make your way through where you find a small entrance at the bottom of the well. When you dig through the muck blocking the door, you manage to squeeze through and you find a tunnel. And as you go through this tunnel, you find various artifacts, maybe from different times. They don't all seem to be from one particular period in time. You find a couple of crates with a skeleton and a couple of books within it. And then a little bit further down, you find weaponry across the floor. Further down, you find an old cart that seems to be starting to decay, and you accidentally set off a type of spore grenade, which affects a couple of you. But the party is quick to react. And as you continue down this tunnel, you come across a very interesting, almost like mural, so it's like tiled flooring on the ground, depicting some sort of winged creature. And Quillon, as you investigate further, you find kind of something that looks like the symbol of the conspiracy, but it doesn't look quite right. It looks different than what it would usually look like, so it's got extra like appendages like toes on the bird foot. And as it circles around this mural, you follow these footprints and it looks like you're doing an interesting dance. And as you complete this dance, something off in the distance, you hear the grinding of stone, and you all kind of go off towards it to investigate further. And you come across the entrance to a marketplace where, again, it looks like it's been long out of use. And there's another one of these murals on the floor, a little bit smaller. And as Molevin goes around lighting the sconces and lighting up the area, you can see that within this area there is a large waterfall that makes no sound. You take a few moments and drop something down below to see how far the drop is. And it takes longer than expected for something so small to hit the ground. And then after a little bit more investigating of this, you find that there is something below that restricts something from falling. It seems too slow. And when you pull back the rope which you tested with, you find it sticky. Not Sticky the rat, he is safely at the bakery. But sticky as in a substance. I'd like to clarify that now. You continue your investigation into the area, looking around, and Quillon, you make your way over to the further side of this marketplace, this kind of like central area, where you find what had opened up seems to be almost like a storage house, maybe a safe house, but it's incredibly small. It's kind of like a little birdhouse. And within it, you find like a pressure plate, which opens up a hidden storage area. Your friends are sort of trying to make their way over, and there is an instance on the waterfall where you almost lose Freddy. But you just seem like thinking by the party, you managed to keep him safe. He's very softened, but very grateful for being rescued. And you make your way over to what looks like fairly recently used encampment. Some of the tents are a little bit on the tattered side, but there's food stores here that are fairly fresh. There's maps. There doesn't appear to be anybody here, but there are signs that this belonged to the Bunny Brotherhood, who, of course, you know, were excavating down here and bringing up, like, eerie artifacts from the past. And it's around this campfire. There's a discussion about, who is the coolest member of the party. And after, like, the relaxing discussion, there's a few laughs. And then Molevin reveals his rather tragic history. Well, tragic to everyone except, it appears, him. And that is where we left off.
Yeah, the whole party just looking at Molevin with big eyes.
Well, are we turning in for the night, or are we gonna continue exploring?
Molevin, you just dropped a huge bomb on all of us. I don't...
I mean, I don't know why it's quite so... I don't think, like, anyone here has great relationships with their parents. I mean, I don't know Ratthew, but he's doesn't have a great relationship with one of his kids. And
okay,
Valentino's got his problems. And I don't know about you, Quillon, and I don't really know about Jules either. I thought this was kind of just normal.
I'm...
And again, my relationship is fine once I bring back a story.
Did they tell you this?
It's a safe inference.
Yeah, I think we just gotta, keep moving forward. I think, I think we could back pocket Molevin's potential trauma.
But what happens if he brings back a story and then they don't like him anyway?
Whoa, they like me plenty.
I'm sure they will. I don't see why not.
But enough about me. I don't want to steal the spotlight of the story. What's the plan?
Hole.
Getting down there, I guess.
We must go deeper.
This big one?
Yep.
No. Okay.
Are you under the heights, Molevin?
Oh. Yeah, I'm fine. Was this just like a rest stop, or are we stopping here for the night? We had a cake, right?
Yes. Jonathan was making a cake because you haven't eaten cake, Molevin.
Oh yes, that's all right.
Because Jonathan has already started pouring ingredients into what looks like a cake pan, and is very carefully trying to set it into the fire so it can cook.
Well, it looks like we gotta wait for the cake to finish.
It won't take too long. So if you guys don't want to pit stop here, that's fine. We can wait for this to cook, have a slice. It's got plenty of sugar in it for energy, so, I just hope you guys all like carrots.
Carrots?
Look,
yeah,
carrots.
That's great for eyesight.
I'm not really a carrot guy.
It's carrot cake, though. It's not just carrot.
You can have the nuts.
Anyway, just trust me. It'll be fine.
there
This is
something wrong with my
what I do.
eyesight? I take off my thick glasses and my eyes are like super tiny.
Just like squinting at everything.
Yeah.
It is very dark down here, but you're kind of used to that. And there's enough light from the fire that you can see pretty well.
Yeah. Why was I cursed?
You cursed?
Yeah, I just saw like a minus cursed like debuff get removed from me.
Okay, well,
Your backstory's cursed, Molevin. Let's be honest.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I imagine that after Molvin's backstory, everyone is like sitting there in like an awkward silence.
but no one really knows what to do or say.
Yeah.
Besides Molevin.
What's more pressing?
He's sitting there reading his book, humming along, writing some stuff down.
Freddy is desperately trying to dry himself off at the fire. He's looking more and more cattish as time goes on, you know.
Oh yeah, he fell into the water.
His fur is slowly starting to fluff up again.
What are you doing, Valentino?
Getting closer to the edge. It's time we leave.
We're waiting for the cake.
I've already eaten a piece.
What?
Huh? Since when?
Not cooked yet, but okay.
Valentino's eating the cake mixture.
That's fine. If you guys want to head down into the hole, that's absolutely fine. How are you proceeding to go down?
Is there like equipment around here? Like, is there anything to kind of?
Yeah, there's loads of like climbing equipment up in this corner.
Okay.
There's nothing already like pre-set up, but there's plenty of equipment that you could quite easily wrangle something.
Well, I guess it's me and Valentino's job to make sure that this equipment is set up properly.
Have you been spelunking before? Jonathan sort of comes over.
Well, we don't need climbing equipment.
Well then, how can you check that it's been set up properly? I mean, you can certainly go head down and make sure it's safe.
Well, see, I think the idea is that we set it up, and then we have Valentino go, and if it doesn't work out, Valentino just flies anyway, so I'm sure he'll be able to catch himself.
All right.
I can go first.
Oh, yeah, you fly too. Yeah, you can go too. I mean.
No, Quillon, you stay here. I'm probably better at scouting this.
Well, should we all go around and get down to this level first?
Yeah, I think we should like take the equipment down to down to here.
Steph, do I have to drag my token like all the way around?
No, just drag it down off the top of the cliff.
Perfect.
There's enough equipment. There's like a rope ladder that you guys can like pit it into the ground and roll down.
Perfect.
So you don't have to go all the way around, because you have to remember these guys have probably been using this as their base and going down here anyway. I swear, if you make them go all the way around, Chris, I can see you moving. Damn it.
Damn, they're going quick though.
Oh my god.
The problem is, because I've got
Double
one of the
time
tokens selected, my camera keeps moving every time I try and zoom in. There we go.
There you go, they made it. Took you long enough there. Right. You set up a rope and climbing gear. You can begin abseiling down. And I'll fly and see what there is to see.
So, as you make your way down Valentino, it's dark down here. There's no light. But with your
That's why I'm
hearing,
squeaking.
your
Squeak,
hearing and
squeak.
with your echolocation, you can sense obstacles kind of in your path. And as you get a little bit lower, it becomes more and more dense, and you have to be more and more careful to avoid the... My brain went blank. Obstructions as you're on your way down. Every so often, the edge of your wing kind of clips on it, and you feel a little bit of resistance.
Clips on what? On
There's something that kind of obstructs your way down. It almost feels like
the web?
your wing is like brushing against bread.
Hmm. Can I pull out my fencing fang and take a swipe at it?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'll cut
take,
it away.
Yeah, you take a swipe at it, and as you do, the resistance isn't as bad. Like, you still feel it kind of sticking, but you whack through it with enough force that it kind of comes away. Again, like scissors and thread, you cut through. But when you raise the fang again, you can see that there is webbing kind of all stuck to the edges of the blade.
Okay, I'll try to wipe it off.
Where are you wiping it? Because it's going to stick to whatever surface you wipe against.
I'll, in that case, can I bring it to the waterfall and, like, rinse it off?
Sure. Yeah, that works. It's a little tricky to find the waterfall, just because it is silent for some reason. But as you kind of navigate around, you can start to feel the water spray coming off it. And that helps you to navigate closer towards it, and you're able to rinse off the fang.
Yeah. And am I able to get down to the tunnel?
Yes, I will say that you can, just simply because you are flying and you do have your echolocation and the fang. You are able to get past the obstructions that would prevent you from getting down to the bottom. It may prove a little bit more difficult for your companions if they are abseiling down, because they're having to go in a straight line, whereas you can move freely. But for now, you get to the bottom safely, and you do see what is on the underground passage.
Okay. And I'll just look up to where the torchlight's coming from. Is there now like a clear path for them to abseil down?
If you ensure that you clear a straight path down for them, then yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm planning to do.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, we'll say that you've managed to clear that path. So it should be safe enough for the rest of you to abseil down. Who is making sure that the equipment is snug and sound?
Jules should
volunteers?
probably do that, right?
Jules.
Yeah. I'll check.
You gotta like
Cool.
Yeah.
Jules, you can roll with either finesse or might.
Might it shall be.
Yeah, you've never necessarily gone spelunking before. You're more of a sailing type.
Knots are knots.
Knots are knots. So yeah, you manage to tie the knots securely, but when it comes to putting the pittons in, you may be not necessarily using quite enough force, but you give it a tug, you test it, it seems to hold steady with your weight.
Which is a lot. In my backpack.
Yep.
Which tunnel is it that we're aiming for, by the way? Is it the northwest or...
Whichever one you want to go for. I don't think you decided.
The one that was in the map, and
There were several in the
mapped out.
map. So once everyone gets down there, I'll change to the map. And then explain properly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one that leads to the map.
Yeah.
Is that not a separate tunnel to others?
Not at the moment, no. The map that you
so there's
found on
only
the
one
table.
tunnel.
The map that you found on the table is the map of the area that you're descending into.
Uh-huh. So
There
there's
is
only
no
one
other
tunnel
map, right?
leading from this shaft.
No, it lands down into that middle platform on the other map. So if you are abseiling down, can you either roll finesse or might for me?
Great at one of those. Oh, I'm great at none of those. Eesh.
I'll be here to catch you if you
I'm
get unlucky.
great at everything I do.
Yeah, Ratthew, you take a big breath and you abseil your way down to the bottom. Again, you like Valentino, you feel occasionally you get like the snagging of the webbing, but you make your way down without a hitch, and then you see Valentino at the bottom waiting for you.
Yeah, it was kind of disgusting.
I suppose I'll go next. It's Mike, correct?
Might or finesse, whichever you prefer.
Oh, great.
Okay. Molevin, likewise, you see Ratthew descend, you know that Valentino's gone down, you're fairly confident this is fine. You can see well enough in the dark that as you start to abseil down, you see the amount of webs in this area, and you realise this is what was obstructing the stone that was dropped. It's really thick, and it's been here for quite some time, but you can see the trail where Valentino has made you guys a path down, and you manage to navigate your way to the bottom safely.
Wow, that's quite a lot of webs. I wonder what type of spider made those.
Oh.
Not a fan of spiders, Ratthew?
I'm not a fan of spiders that did all that.
I will fly down.
Hey, wait, don't leave me alone.
Oh! Steph, the DM fell down.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, that wasn't the DM. I have 2 NPCs up here to roll for.
Steph fell down the hole. I'm gonna catch one.
At
Yeah.
least I have
Ready?
+3.
Oh, okay, catch Jonathan.
So, Freddy is the first to descend of the pair. And as he's making his way down, he feels the webbing start to snag against his fur. And then it's in his whiskers. And then it's on his ears. And he starts to flail around. And as he's doing this, he forgets he's supposed to be holding the rope. As he's trying to wave away these webs that are just becoming more and more attached to his person. And he starts to fall.
Can I swoop in and catch him?
You can attempt to, yes. You can
Tim.
roll me
Oh, no.
cunning. No, you can roll me finesse or you can roll me luck.
Luck it is.
Okay.
7.
You see him falling and you feel the air rushing. You immediately take off to intercept. But the problem is that Freddy weighs quite a lot and he is plummeting. You manage to grab him under the arms and he's sticky all over. He's coated in these webs. You manage to grab hold of him and you feel the stickiness kind of adhering to you as well. So that prevents you from dropping him. But you find it really hard to keep yourself and Freddy aloft.
I've got might too.
You can roll might if you want.
What, in place of luck, or do you mean?
Like, what is your...
I'm just saying I've got two might.
Yeah, it's more about Freddy's weight and the plummeting action, like the fact that he is falling. If you try to catch something while it's falling, it's still falling at the same time. So you need to grab hold of him and help him descend. You slow his fall for sure. So you manage to catch him. You slow his fall. You are managing to keep yourself aloft, but it's a great strain on you, especially if you haven't.
Grab the rope, Freddy. Grab the rope again.
Yeah, Freddy will flail and see if he can grab the rope, and I'm going to give him a +1 to this because you're technically helping. Okay, just about. He reaches out and he grabs the rope. He kind of gives himself rope burns on the hands as he's going down. You're still stuck to him, so you can let your wings relax as he grabs the rope. But by this point, you're near the bottom anyway, so it's just sort of like that last couple of feet where he's grabbed the rope and it's like burning his hands as he's going down now. But you make it both to the bottom without too much damage.
I'll say, just how much cake did you eat, Freddy?
Freddy just kind of looks at you and he's almost drowned. He's almost plummeted to his death. He looks very scraggly and like he's been dragged through a hedge backwards at this point. And he's just kind of looking at you like, this is the worst day of my life.
Just trying to make light of a near-death situation, that's all.
It's after this moment, right. So you're already trying to help Freddy when you suddenly hear a scraping sound like someone's shoe slipping, and then you see a few rocks falling down. And then you hear Jonathan.
Well, nothing I can do for him.
Well, I already flew once. I'm a little exhausted, actually.
Yes, Quillon, you can attempt to catch Jonathan. So again, you're rolling me luck or finesse to see if you can get to him in time.
Yeah, this one's yours, Quillon.
Let's go, Quillon.
Yeah. You swoop down, you let your claws like reach out, you grab him by the shoulders, and you, with all your might, gust yourself.
I imagine it's just descending, but like slowly, just like.
So do me a favor, just roll might for me.
Oh, I'm bad at that.
It's okay.
Apparently.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, jeez.
Jonathan doesn't weigh nearly as much as you would expect a baker to weigh. So you swoop in, you grab hold of him, you expect to have to like really heft your wings to try and steady the slow of the fall. But he's a lot lighter than you would have thought. And you both kind of make it to the bottom fairly unscathed.
I mean,
you know, Steph, I was gonna say if you killed my son like one session before the final one, I was gonna
it's not me,
throw
it's the dice. The dice.
Hey.
I know how I feel.
At least he would have.
Jonathan, are you okay? I mean, Ratthew's gonna like be patting all over like Jonathan and like grabbing his face. Are you okay? Are you all right? What happened? I thought you've done this before. You were talking to us about how we haven't done this before. I thought you were a pro. What happened? Are you all right?
I'm fine. Quillon, thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, thanks, Quillon.
I've never delved quite this far down, remember?
Oh yeah. Hey.
And the walls are slippery, by the way.
You saved a life.
Incoming. I still wasn't.
And then Jules just comes down.
He just swims down the waterfall.
So yeah, Jules. Yep. Oh yeah, you make it down without problem. You just sort of like, you know, when a fireman slides down the pole, it's just like, whee!
Yeah, I had a bit of practice down the well.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah.
sliding.
All this drama has just happened, and then Jules just slides down effortlessly.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
I mean,
We all made it safe.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Now the real danger begins.
I saved a life
so you
before.
land on this circular platform, and there are several bridges that go off in different directions, and you can see where the waterfall kind of comes down into the area surrounding you. You see several tunnels as well as a result of this waterfall and rivers. And you can see that there's an obvious pathway in the dusty floor where feet have been over the weeks, the years. There's mining equipment flitting about. And the strangest thing is these purple crystals in this area. They give off a slight glow to them.
Tick, tick, tick. Hey, Quillon,
do
is
we
this
hear
like
any-
that, amulets?
Yeah, what does the the amulet gem look like?
It is a purple gem.
Hmm. So there's a lot of this
Be
stuff
covering my
here.
eyes.
I don't know
A
if
little late for
looking
that.
at the rocks are what causes it, but if you could like cover your whole like being, maybe.
Quillon, as you kind of stand here and immediately like see the purple shiny rocks, you don't feel calm. You notice that you feel panicked. You're trying to hide yourself from these rocks. You feel like jittery almost. And that tells you that either these things aren't active or they're different.
I don't think these are the same.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad if they were, so I guess, it's pretty good.
Maybe need something to activate?
Uh-huh.
Can I listen out for any dangers or movement down here?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. I believe you've got a thing for this, haven't you? For listening?
It's just called listening.
Okay. Okay, that's a nearby conversation, that's fine. I knew it was something to do with listening, we'll ignore that. You take a moment and you listen. And again, you still don't hear the waterfall, despite being able to look directly at the way it's crashing to the bottom here, and you can see it. And the water moving around. You expect there should be noise, but there's not. The only thing that you hear is your companions talking, the sound of your footsteps. Every so often you hear a rustling sound.
From which direction?
It's coming from this direction here.
Oh, the bones, great.
But other than that, it's oddly quiet down here.
There might be something over there. You just alert everyone to our presence, Quillon. Is that what you just did?
We don't know if anything's down here.
There's at least
Just saying
spiders
that
down
there
here. We know there's spiders for sure. And, They could be pretty bad.
And do spiders speak?
You interrupted me literally in the moment of me saying there is something over there.
Oh.
Well, maybe someone should go check it out.
Well, Quillon seems to be in an amicable mood. Go say hi.
Yeah, I will, Can I, disappear in the dark to, scout out?
Yeah. Like, these crystals are giving off a glow, but it's dark enough down here that, yeah, you could absolutely blend into the shadows and make your way over.
Yeah. I will mark exhaustion, which I've done, and hold 1 to stay hidden.
Sure. As you make your way over, you see a number of phosphorus mushrooms growing down here. You see, as you approach kind of like what looks like maybe the sandy sort of area where the river has kind of ebbed and flowed, there are fish bones, there's empty shells. And then as you get further in, you're quiet enough that you start to hear the noise that maybe Valentino was talking about. It's a rustling sound, and it's coming from over here.
Did you mean fluorescent mushrooms?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll sort of flit over and try to get a good look.
You sneak up. And there's a rock that you're kind of hiding behind currently, and as you kind of tiptoe your way forward, you hone in on this rustling sound. And from between the mushrooms, you see a long, thin arm extend, pat around, and you see that it grabs what seems to be the remnants of, like, maybe a piece of fish that it was in the process of eating, and then it drags it within this sort of little cluster of mushrooms. It's not very big, whatever it is.
This arm, is there like a hand at the end of it, or is it...
Sorry, say again?
Is there like a hand at the end of this arm that grabs this fish, or is it...
It seems to have, like, maybe tiny little pincers at the end.
Is there a way I could get a better look at this without it?
I mean, it's hiding within, like, the shrubbery sort of
Yeah.
area, and it's quite densely packed, so you'd have to be maybe above it somehow.
Yeah, can I fly in the darkness above it? I'm quiet, so...
Yeah, sure, you can take a look. You take a couple of minutes, and you try to fly. As you fly up, your wings will make like a small gust. And it will... One second.
Tea delivery.
It will move the mushrooms ever so slightly, and as it does, you see there's a small opening, and you see several pairs of beady eyes look up to you, fish half in its mouth, and it kind of looks up in shock, and then the fish kind of just drops down, and then it cowers.
Mm.
It is a spider that's maybe the size of your head.
Mm-hmm. It cowers.
It cowers. It tries to back up, but there's wall behind it, and it starts to sort of maybe look around to see if it can get away from you.
Can I try to make myself look non-threatening?
As you move around and try to make yourself non-threatening, it makes a break for it, and it starts to scuttle off in this direction.
Yeah, I will, Does it look intelligent? Does it look...
No.
No, it looks like a bug.
And then eventually it dives
Well,
into this patch of
Quillon?
mushrooms over here to
Yeah,
hide.
Quillon.
Any luck with the locals?
Hey, Quillon will fly back and go, It's a bug.
What kind of
Like
bug?
a big one.
Bug the size of my head, normal sized bug.
Is
Normal?
that a normal sized bug?
I mean, we're little,
I guess we're little guys. Is that a normal size for a bug?
In this world, no. Like the butterflies you've seen have been sort of like on par with humans to butterflies kind of sizing.
Okay.
For
Okay,
a
so-
spider to be this sort of size down here,
Yeah,
unusual.
that's disgusting.
It's a-
Okay,
it's
that's
a-
like a dog-sized spider. That's gross. Okay, yeah, no, I don't like that thing's that big, because that
It's a
means
big-
whatever made that thing is significantly bigger than that, and that's gross.
It's a big spider.
Don't like it. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I don't like it.
I mean, is it? The question is it a full-size spider or is it a baby spider?
You know, I guess it's a fair point, but all I know is spiders don't really just roam around on their own. So, there's probably multiple, given all the webbage. And I'm sure the deeper we go, the more spiders we're going to come across.
Webbage?
The webbage.
Well,
But
at least it's
yeah,
not
so-
bothering us.
I think we
Yeah, is it just
can
there?
move forward. It went into that mushroom patch there.
Oh.
It's not very big. I mean, it is big, but it's not like... It looked more scared of me than anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's any more scared than me. So, yeah, I'm fine just leaving him there and just letting him, be gross,
Are you
I
really that
guess.
scared of me, Ratthew? I
Huh?
look shorter than you.
Well, I don't like spiders. I don't like bugs. Hey, quit looking at me. Get out of my get out of my ear. My out your eyes. We should there was footsteps, right? We saw like footprints lead into to someplace somewhere.
So they're less footprints. It's more like trails in the ground, like where the dust has kind of been moved, where this area's been undisturbed for a while. But you can see that there's fresh trails, kind of where people have dragged equipment, maybe their feet, going in both directions of both bridges.
Maybe we should check out these doors over here. See what's up.
Sure, you head over this way. Both these doors are locked.
Can I pick the lock?
You can attempt to pick the lock, yeah.
Yeah. What would I use? I'd use. Oh, I'd probably. What would I? Would I use finesse?
It would be finesse, or if you don't have finesse, it would be luck.
I'm. Yeah. You know what's the worst that could happen? Okay.
You crouch down, you attempt to pick the lock in this door, and you spend a few minutes trying to do so, only for whatever tool you're trying to use to snap within the lock itself and get wedged in there.
Damn it, Jules, come pick this lock.
Sure. Wait, I got.
Yes.
How does it work? Finesse.
Jeez.
Click.
Yeah, Jules, you take a few minutes. You have to dig out the remnants of whatever it was Ratthew threw in there. And after a couple of minutes, you manage to wiggle the lock. It's a bit of a tight turn for you. You manage to get the right mechanics like within the lock and all the tumblers, and there is a clicking sound. But as you try to pull the door loose, it looks like this door hasn't been opened in a very long time, and it's stuck. Like the hinges appear to be somewhat rusted from the moisture down here.
Well, that explains why it was a difficult lock.
Yeah, that's why.
Have you got anything to oil those hinges up?
What's the door made out of?
Sturdy wood, and the wood is starting to swell and rot slightly.
Oh, Jules, you're jacked, aren't you? You totally just bust that down. Hey, Valentino, you're jacked too. You guys just totally bust down the door.
What's it called again? Let me use a foot key.
What does this door look like? I mean, obviously, if it was locked, someone wanted to lock something inside. I'm
Where are
hoping
the
that was
hinges?
just
On the outside or the
valuables and
inside?
not something monstrous.
Well, can't you listen in with your big old ears?
I didn't hear anything earlier, but I can put my ear to the door.
Yeah, you can pop your ear to the door. There is no sound coming from the other side of this door.
Alright, well, let's try and get it open then. Is there a handle to both of us can grab onto?
Yeah. There's like a ring pull handle. So it's definitely a pull door, not a push door.
Alright,
Wait, it's
on
a
count
pull
of
door.
3.
Can I break the hinges?
Yeah, you can break the hinges, that will help.
So instead of pulling the door, we just pull over the door.
Yeah, you'd still have to pull the door to make it move, but yeah. You can break the hinges and make it a little bit easier for yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would I do a roll
So
might or
Valentino
cunning?
and Jules, can you both roll might for me, please? Okay.
Put you back into it.
Together, you manage to tug on the door. For the first time you try, the wood on the door is so swollen that it's kind of like wedged itself in this entryway. With the pair of you pulling in unison, you count to 3, you pull, the door does come away completely, and you have to really, really quickly dodge out of the way before it flattens you both, because it's a very heavy door. As it hits the ground, a lot of the wood just shatters apart, it splinters and falls apart, and there is a rather, you expect to hear a loud thud, but there's nothing. It's silent.
That
Well,
continues
that's what
to
I'm
be
talking
weird.
about.
Just like the waterfall.
Why is everything silent?
Oh, I don't like this room. Maybe we shouldn't have opened it. I think I was actually happier knowing what wasn't in here.
Okay,
Ah.
just remember what I said at the end of last session. These maps were not made for what I have planned, so
Oh, okay, yeah. Never
don't worry
mind.
too much about what you see.
Here
Let
they
me
were.
describe.
Oh, this room is
We were
actually
lovingly-
quite okay. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a nice
Potentially.
plush couch. There's a tea
Yeah.
set.
Oh, what, they got cable here? Whoa, all right. I mean,
This does appear to be a storage unit. The cages that you see within are empty currently. However, to one side of the room, you do see a skeleton that is manacled to the wall.
never mind. I don't like this room again.
I guess
The-
someone forgot to clean out the skeletons in their storeroom.
What kind of
Yeah.
skeleton?
You can have a closer look if you really want to discern what kind of skeleton this is. I'm going to ask anyone who's checking to roll cunning for me.
Yeah.
Quillon,
dead.
you go to have a closer look. It's indeed dead. You can tell how it died. It's clearly died of starvation. It's been chained up here for long enough. The tattered remnants of whatever clothing it was wearing by this point are falling apart. That's again how long this has been here. Ratthew, as you come closer, you see a bit more detail and structure to this creature. It is some form of maybe lizard, maybe frog, some sort of amphibian.
Hmm.
And much like Quillon, you can see that it's starved, probably. It doesn't have any obvious, like, injuries to its bone structure or anything like that. So you can probably guess that whoever was left here was just left to starve.
It's like a froggy guy or something. The poor guy might get starved, being locked up here.
Dreadful.
Do you think he sang into dances in life?
Do I think he's what?
Do you think he sung?
Oh. No, maybe, yeah, maybe he did. Maybe that's what he did to occupy himself. Don't look at me when you ask me if the corpse he would sing in his when he was alive, all right? No.
You've got a better eye on it than I do.
Quillon, I think you're fun.
Is
I
anyone
think
else
that-
looking around this room?
Oh.
Define
Just Quillon and
looking
Ratthew.
around.
Just looking around?
Looking around? Yeah, but not at the corpse.
While Ratthew and Quillon are kind of eyeing this corpse and debating on how it died or who they were in life, those of you that are walking within the room, you can see just maybe 5 foot or so above where the prisoner is being held, there is a strew of like webbing, and then there is a hole in the wall above it, maybe another tunnel.
Crab alert! Crab alert!
Can I flash my light down the tunnel?
Yeah, sure.
Do I see
You-
anything?
You go to like sort of flash your light down the tunnel, see what's there, and it is literally so full of webbing. It's really, really thick. And it's very hard to see anything down this tunnel because it's just obstructing everything.
Can I take my shovel and like bat the webbing away?
Yeah, sure. It's less of batting it away and more of a sort of like you have to put it in and like twist it, so it kind of looks like your shovel is now like candy floss.
Mm.
And then you can kind of pull it out. As you do so, you see the remnants of like an old spider's husk. But behind that, you see a small box.
Oh,
Maybe
like a
like
molt.
a safe box, a lock box.
Mm-hmm. And then like a spider molt in front of it.
Yeah, there's like a molted spider like in front of it. It's
Wait,
definitely long dead.
Yeah, there was like a sound effect. There was like a crunching sound effect. I don't like that.
You want me to grab the box for you, Molevin?
I'll use my shovel to get the box out, so we don't gotta stick
Yeah,
our
like
hands.
your shovel is now coated in this web, so it's sticky enough. You could just like stick and drag it.
Yep.
That's a Q-tip.
Yep, it's a giant Q-tip now. I'll pull it out, but I'll let the incredible duo of Quillon and Ratthew deal with the lock boxes as they have the whole campaign.
You pull the lockbox out from its hidey hole of sorts. You pop it down, and as you detach the shovel from it, the lock that was like padlock that was on it is so completely rusted that it just pulls off.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
it's all yours, guys.
Quillon will like open it, just like very quickly, just like. Oh.
Within this lockbox is the wood is starting to perish as well. It's very similar in like looking at the door. So the moment you open it, you pull your hand away and it's like crumbling wet splinters all over your fingers, and you sort of have to wipe it off. You open
Wipe it
up.
on Rathy's coat.
Ugh.
When you open the box, you find a ring of keys with 3 iron keys attached to it. You find what looks like maybe a glass monocle, but there's no chain attached. But it looks like there's something maybe carved into the surface of the glass.
Oh.
You find a pouch of wooden coins, and you find a small dagger.
Oh. Oh. And these are like untouched by time, or are they like damaged?
Like they're a little bit damp. Like the wooden coins themselves have probably gone a bit like mossy, and like soft on the surface. But other than that, everything else is pretty good nick.
Why is there a box of wooden nickels?
I mean, it's a safe box, so someone obviously wanted to keep them safe.
Quillon will like pick up the dagger and like see how the balance is.
It's pretty well balanced. It's nothing fancy looking, but it's very well made.
Oh. Are these iron keys to the cages, or are they to something else?
They are to the cages. You test them out.
Oh.
What were they storing in them?
The first couple, you kind of, if you're trying, are you trying the keys in these things?
Yeah.
I would assume that's how you narrowed down that they were for those. So the first couple that are kind of stacked behind Ratthew, the top one you unlock. It again, you expect to hear like a loud squeak sound, maybe. Nothing. You hear nothing. And then you try the one beneath it. As you unlock this one, the bottom of the cage swings down into a pit.
Whoa. Huh?
Was it like a trap?
Mm-hmm.
in the
Essentially,
ground.
it may be the easiest way that they dispose of prisoners' bodies. Shove them in the crate, turn the key, they drop down.
Question is, why were they keeping so many prisoners down here?
When you turn the key back, it doesn't close. It's like you have to reach in and pull it up, close it.
Okay. Can Melvin, you have the light. Can you look down the hole? Melvin?
Sorry, I was reading a book. Sorry, what was that?
Can you find a hole?
Oh yes, the hole at the bottom of the cage, used to obviously dispose of unfortunate souls. Let me shine my light down there. What do I see?
You shine the light down there, and you see very much what you've expected to see. It's a pit full of skeletons.
It's a pit full of skeletons.
Gruesome.
What
Why
sort
would
of
they-
people would want this place? I do have a question. Does it look like there's the stains of blood and body fluid on the sides of the wall of that pit, or does it look like perhaps the corpses were quite dry by the time they were dropped down there?
There's no staining from what you can see. It's everything that's gone down here is quite dry.
Mm.
There's no foul smell when you open it either. It seems to be it's a case of whatever was thrown down there had already thoroughly decayed before it was thrown in.
The question that I have is, do the Rose Moons have something similar to this in their coffers?
Well, I couldn't tell you.
Not from your standpoint as like your position, like when you met Valentino and things like that, you wouldn't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Like Valentino certainly wouldn't know the answer to that.
Yes.
Well, whatever this place is, it's really more macabre than what we expected. Enough civilization was murdering people.
It was just a market upstairs.
I worry what else we'll find down here. But something must have fed on all of those skeletons.
I mean, what if what's up there and down here is different? Did they have a way down here from up there?
Not from what you saw. From the looks of it, the campment that the Bunny Brotherhood had kind of made, they brought all their own equipment to get down here. It doesn't look like, from what you saw, there was another way to get this far down from that level.
I dread to think what's behind the next door. But we should find out.
Surely can't be as bad, right?
Sure, this door is
Is this
also
one
locked.
locked as well?
This one is
One
locked.
way to find out.
Can I try the keys
Tuck.
to see if one of them happens to.
Yeah, you can try the keys. The ones that are for the cages generally match. And there is one that's slightly different from the others.
Huh.
So you can try it in the lock.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Sure. You try it in the lock, and it does indeed pop open. This door is damp, but it's not nearly as rusted and swollen as the previous one. This one feels, and you can see on the ground, this one feels like it's been opened more recently.
Sorry, I missed did that key work, or did it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, in before a mummified corpse. Let's go. Open the door.
Again, don't base what this room looks like on what's happening. You enter this room, and this room is a serious opposition to the previous room. This room is full of like thick blankets and like beds, essentially. Maybe a barracks of some sort. There's a couple of like trunks where people would maybe store their belongings. However, it's what's in the center of this pile of blankets that catches your eye. It's a body. And it's not decayed.
Can I sneak up to it very...
Is that a frog?
It's not a frog.
Is it a rabbit?
Is it a bunny?
It's hidden
Is it a
beneath
bird?
some of these furs, so you can't quite tell what it is at this moment.
Quillon will go forward and just sort of pull the blankets back slowly.
You pull the blanket back ever so slowly, ever so cautiously, considering what
Ratthew
you
has
found
his hand in his pocket.
Sorry?
Ratthew has his hand in his pocket, waiting to see if whatever this thing moves.
Okay.
He's gonna blow sand in its face.
You move the blankets. And suddenly there is a very groggy groan from beneath. And a very grey furred mole sits up and rubs his eyes.
Whoa.
Do I recognize this mole?
Do you recognize this mole? It depends. How much time did you spend in your room?
Oh, quite a lot. I would argue.
The mole in question looks vaguely familiar. You've seen his portrait, but he's aged considerably since that portrait was made. It hangs in your home.
Is this Molevin the 7th?
This is your grandfather.
Molevin the 7th, yes. Oh my goodness, Grandpa?
The mole sits up and he's rubbing his eyes. He's not wearing his goggles. And he was clearly taking some form of nap, and he looks around. The first thing he spots is Quillon and hears the words, "Grandfather?" I beg your pardon, lad, but it might look like a beak, but it's certainly not.
No, that was Molevin.
I am Molevin, yes, that's right.
No,
Grandfather Molevin?
But I point at Molevin.
Wait. I'm Molevin, you're Molevin. Is he Molevin too? Or is he Molevin 3?
I know I'm Molevin the 9th, you're Molevin the 7th. I don't think 8, or you're number 6. I don't think 7 and 8 are around.
I won't lie to you, lad, I've lost count. I'm simply Molevin.
That's fair. What, Grandpa? What are you doing down here? What's going on?
He kind of looks about. Where am I?
Oh, jeez.
In a,
Oh.
under Yellow Bell.
Yellow Bell?
How have
I've
you
not been
lived-
to Yellow Bell for years.
How have you managed to live this entire time down here?
I have visitors. They very nice people. They bring me dinner every so often.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Been a few
Wait, so
days.
Wait a minute. Were you
Oh.
captured and left down here by the Brotherhood?
He looks around the room again. I don't remember. Yeah. My journal should be around here somewhere. I write things down because I forget. And he starts like rummaging beneath all of these blankets. Almost like he's digging.
I'll help him locate his book.
You dig around the blankets for a little while. You find no trace of a book.
Maybe that journal you have, Molevin?
I don't think I had. If I recall, I had my great-great-great-grandfather's book.
You have Molevin the
Like second or third.
second, third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Molevin Volume 1 and 2.
He kind of starts to look a little bit worried, and he gets to his little feet, and he starts like trying to walk, but you can see that he's very fatigued. He's very weak, and he
I'll
does
catch
stumble.
him. Whoa. Take it easy. Take it easy, grandfather. You don't remember how you got here or how long you've been here?
I was following the path that all the Molevins follow. I was following my charge. The one for the history book.
You still haven't published your book yet?
Well, the charge I'm following isn't dead yet.
Oh, what was the charge you were following?
I've quite forgotten.
Jesus.
It's around here somewhere, it has to be. You know, when a Molevin gets old, if he doesn't document everything, he sort of loses his mind.
Well, here. I'll give him some empty pieces of paper and an empty book to start documenting. Just write down as much as you can remember, and we'll try to locate your book, okay, Gramps?
Oh. Yes. It's very, very good. Very good. And he'll sit down and he'll just start scribbling.
I'll pull Ratthew, Quillon, Jules, Freddy, Jonathan, and I'll pull everybody in, Valentino, very close, and I'll be like, alright, guys, I have no idea. No idea what's going on. But can we turn this place upside down and try to find his book?
Yeah. I mean, sure. I guess if that's the priority, I mean, maybe we'll just find it on the way.
But we can't leave him here. You just expect to leave, we're gonna leave this guy here?
I mean, he's been here for days.
And that's a good thing?
We can take it up.
Not necessarily good, but I mean, I would assume, you know, the further we go, the more dangers there will be. And I'll be honest, Molevin, you know, if you're confident that you could babysit your senile grandpa, that's okay. But I'm not too confident.
Ratthew, there's nothing senile about that. Okay, he is sharp as I am. All right.
Sharp as a spoon, Molevin. He's nice. I'm
Ratthew,
not trying to be mean.
I don't go around disrespecting your family, so I don't know where you get off disrespecting my family. All right.
I mean, my family. You know what? Yeah, it's a fair point, Molevin. I'll, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, So, but I will say he's been here. He's been fed. He's been here for days, at least days. I think the further we go, the more danger we're gonna put him in. Jonathan and Freddie are with us, but they could hold their own.
I didn't say we bring him with us. I said we need to figure out something to do. I don't
Jonathan
know about...
will pipe up. I have food in my pack. We can feed him, and maybe I can get him out, and then at least get him back, maybe up to the camp where he can be a bit more comfortable.
I think that's a wonderful idea. Someone in the Rowan family has a heart.
It's not a lack of heart.
He is a risk, though, Molevin, especially in his condition.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying we bring him with us. I'm saying that we should probably, put him in a spot where there aren't giant spiders molting and giant spiders scurrying around. I don't know if you'd feel comfortable leaving your grandma down here or grandpa down here, but I don't.
That's why I'm offering to take him.
Thank you, Jonathan. And I'll shoot daggers at Ratthew.
And what I do, we were throwing ideas at a wall, okay? Some of them don't stick.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of conversation.
Molevin is this again?
This is Molevin the 6th.
6th?
Because my father was the 7th, my brother's the 8th, I'm the 9th. It's actually quite rare for Molevins to have more than one child, so that's why I'm the 9th.
Well, it's incredible he's lived down here to this ripe old age.
Mm-hmm. If my family history serves me correct, he's about... How old is he, Steph?
I don't know, he's pretty dang old.
Yeah. My family...
I don't know the specifics of your family tree. I'm just going by what I currently know.
That's fair. I don't either. What's the average lifespan of, a root animal?
I'm just going to say they age human lifespan for ease of figuring things out. So he's probably maybe in his 80s.
Damn!
And 80s in this age of technology is pretty impressive.
Jesus.
So
hey, Johnny, don't let me get that old. You got that is him. That's literally him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny, don't let me get that old. I give you permission to do with me what you will.
No, Jonathan, I think that he's just going to keep you around.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's okay. Just don't let me push 80. I don't know what I could possibly be doing once I'm that old, but probably wouldn't be too good.
Looking over my grandfather's shoulders, what is he drawing? Or what is he writing?
You're right, he is drawing. And he is drawing the image of a very regal-looking bat.
Oh no! Oh no!
So, Gramps, what
you want me to sign that?
What are you drawing?
Oh, well, you asked about what I'm doing down. I was following my charge, where we Molevins, we're drawn to very affluent figures. We pick a singular person who we think is going to be the turning point in history. And we follow them around and we document their doings and their life's work, and I was following mine. And he kind of waves the picture and sort of ended up in here.
And who was this figure you've drawn?
I don't recall his name exactly.
Was it something Rosemoon?
Yes! Oh, you're a smart lad.
Valentino...
Did you find my book? Is that how you know?
No, not quite yet. I've been around.
we
You
haven't
look
left
really
yet.
disappointed.
um, no worry. Hold on. Give me a second, grandfather. Keep drawing. It's coming along nicely.
He goes back to his drawing.
Valentino, what's your dad's name?
It's sadly Steph's grandfather.
Hold on. Let's go find my notes now. Oh, dang.
This is
Quillon knows this. Right, Mr. Quillon?
Beth?
uh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you name your father, Chris?
I messaged you about ideas for Valentino's father,
Hey, let's.
but that was on March the 16th, and he never replied, so...
I think that was probably during a session then.
No, it was like 11 p.m.
In which case, I probably didn't see that. You're right.
Let's name him like, I don't know. What sounds like Valentino? Vincenzo.
Are they all V?
Why not?
What's his sister's name?
His
Valerie.
sister's name is. I know his sister's name.
Veronica.
No, I want to say it's Gwendolyn. Gwen.
Well, we've already broken the V tradition. So.
Oh yeah. I also messaged you on the 23rd of March. Did you give my sister a name? And there was no reply to that either.
Yeah, but I told you that in session because that's when it came up because she'd written the letter.
So Gwendolyn Rosemoon is sister.
Oh no, it's Genevieve. Sorry, Ginny.
Genevieve.
Jenny.
Guinevere is his
J.
mother. And I've got Reginald for his father, but question mark because whether that's appropriate or not.
Reginald Rosemoon.
Reginald.
All right. Thank you, Valentino.
Gee.
Grandfather, was his name Reginald Rosemoon? Is that who you were following?
Maybe it sounds vaguely familiar.
All right. Keep working, Gramps. Valentino, what was your grandfather's name?
Oh my goodness, that's going back. I'm not sure.
Oh, well,
Didn't learn much about my family. Could have been.
that's fair.
I remember him just as Grandpa Rosemoon.
Yeah, Valentino would have probably just called him grandfather and not really had too much to do with it. Quillon, you might know a little bit more. Actually, both Valentino and Quillon, can you just roll cunning for me?
Nine. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that like heads up. Because again, Valentino, you were very sheltered, and although you know your family, you know your direct family, you don't really know your heritage all that well. You just called him grandfather, and whenever a portrait kind of came up, it was, oh yeah, there's grandfather. Quillon, you know a little bit more from trying to protect Valentino and learning a little bit more. You know that his grandfather's name was Horace.
Horace Roseman. He
Ooh.
Grandfather, were you following a man named Horace Rosemoon?
You say the name Horace, and he pauses. in his drawing. And then he slowly looks towards you. Are you working with that man, lad?
Oh, heavens no.
Good.
Just his grandson.
Grandson?
Yeah, right here, Valentino.
Pleasure
Roseman.
Yes, a pleasure to meet you, Molevin the Sixth.
This is my charge.
Oh. Heavens. Really? Yeah, I'm delighted to meet you, lad. I am Molevin the Sixth. And he tries to get up, and as he does a little bow, he kind of wobbles and falls on his butt.
Oh, please, no. It is my honor. Heard great many things about the Molevins.
Yeah.
It's impressive to see one such a ripe old age.
We live quite a long time, lad. We live underground where it's safe and sound and snug. And we have our adventures, of course, where we follow our charge around, and he kind of starts to waffle on a little bit.
With that 12 about Horus,
Mm-hmm.
what was Horus's reputation, and was there ever like a public funeral for him?
There was no public funeral for him, just because the family have like a crypt, and all the Rosemans are kind of buried together in a family mausoleum of sorts. He was not feared, but he was known to be quite a harsh figure. This was long before the Marquis came to this land, and sort of the Eyrie were kind of ruling things at this point in time. And it's well known that Horus kind of attempted to take on what the Eyrie was failing to take on. He was trying to, in a sense, protect the clearings, but by being a bit too overprotective of the clearings, if that makes sense. He was very unwilling to let people go off into different clearings if they were in a particular one.
I would love to learn more about my grandfather, but here now is not the best time for a long-winded story.
Hey, out of curiosity, did you get your sword from your grandfather?
Would it have been from my grandfather or passed down?
So it's Molevin kind of pipes up, and I'm going to call him Six for now, just to avoid confusion. Six
sounds
pipes
good.
up and says, if Jules has asked this kind of out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the sword is passed from father to son, but not every generation is able to use it. There was a time when the fangs first came around. I was recounting from my grandfather's journal. I believe the fang somehow came into possession of the family, but the next generation of Rosemoons was unable to use it, so therefore it went into storage or on display of some sort within the manor of the Rosemoons. And there's something about, I don't know, blood or breeding of some sort where not every Rosemoon can use it the way intended.
Steph, did he just say the Fang came into possession of the Rosemoons?
He did.
The Fang came into possession of the Rosemoons. That's an interesting sentence.
Did the fang not belong to someone else first, then? Or was it...
He kind of looks around the room like he's maybe checking for other ears, and then he sidles over to you, Valentino, and he takes your little hands in his own. There is more than one fang in existence, my boy. Purely because
Oh.
if a Rosemoon was unable to wield the true fang, there was a second one to disguise this fact so that leadership would not be questioned.
How can you tell between the real and the fake?
Well, that's all down to the wielder. I wouldn't know that information.
Valentino, do you have a fake fang?
Of course not. This is the real deal, isn't it?
I mean,
I mean, we had a weaponsmith work on it, and we treated the blade, and
I think more likely the fang your father currently possesses is a fake.
maybe that's why your father hates you, because you're better than him.
that's why he's after me, because he wants the fang back, the real one.
And Valentino, as you are speaking with the sixth, you glance down. He's got your hand still. And as you glance down, you see the picture that he has been drawing. It is a younger version of your father. There's a specific scar that he has that's drawn in this portrait. It's unmistakable.
Goodness.
Wait. Mr. Valentino, if he figured out we were coming to Yellowbell and he's got evidence here.
Evidence of what?
Molevin. He's evidence of something. He's hidden down here for a reason, Mr. Valentino.
Who's hidden down here? What? You
My
mean
grandfather.
Molevin the Sixth?
Yeah.
He doesn't want it getting out into the public? Is that what you're saying?
What was... He says people come down here to bring him food. That means...
Keep him alive.
Yeah, but why would Valentino's family want to keep him alive? I mean, they're not opposed to killing people. That's kind of the whole business. So I'm sure if they just didn't want any information getting out, they just kill him. And I don't think anyone, no offense, is looking for your grandpa, Molevin.
It means they need him for something. They need him. Maybe they need him to identify the real Fang.
Well, he just admitted that he doesn't know how.
Or something else down here.
Well,
The people feeding you, who are they exactly?
I don't quite recall the name, but
You don't?
no, they look vaguely familiar, and he kind of eyes you up and down specifically as he says this, Valentino.
Oh, no.
It's similar to you, but not quite. My old eyes, they took
Like
my
a-
glasses, I can't quite see your face, but the silhouette is almost, and he kind of pokes at the gap in your ear, almost the same.
Wait, well, my father shouldn't have a gap in his ear. That's not hereditary. That was literally ripped out of my ear.
Oh, no, I know you're not your father.
what if
Did he
it's,
have
what if it's your
a
sister?
Are you?
I mean, I guess that could make sense, right? Like your sister is keeping him here to be safe, and she's like feeding him, or something.
I don't like this one bit.
Hey, we need to get what we need to
Do you
find
want
down
some-
here. And...
Yes, do you want some cake, Molevin the Sixth?
Is it cake? Is it someone's birthday?
Yes, grandfather. It's my birthday.
Ah, happy birthday, lad. I have a present for you. And he starts rummaging in his pocket.
Oh no.
He pulls something small out and he offers it to you.
What is he giving me?
It's a bottle of ink.
Bubble will give him a big ol' hug.
Yes, yes.
The greatest gift that Molevin can get.
This is the first birthday gift I've ever gotten.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know it was your birthday, Molevin.
Well, it's his new birthday, Jonathan kind of pipes up. That's the whole point of the cake, right? Because he's not had one. So today is his honorary birthday.
This is where
All right.
Molevin goes. It is actually literally my birthday.
No, it actually is. Right?
It's where it's actually Freddy's birthday, but he can't speak up about it. Oh, no.
It's in the corner like I shouldn't speak up if it's someone else's birthday too.
All right, grandfather. We're gonna get you to a place that's more comfortable, okay?
Oh, bless you, lad. This floor is not good for the old back. It's very cold.
Not good at all.
Now, where did I put my journal? And he starts looking around again.
Jeez.
Grandfather, it seems like your journal was misplaced somewhere in this cavern, but me and my friend
Misplaced? Misplaced? No, I never misplaced my journal. Guarantee you it was probably taken. And he kind of looks around at all of you shiftily. Which one of you took it?
Oh, grandfather.
He's going Bilbo on us.
If someone did take your journal, grandfather, I'll get it back for you, okay?
Have we got a spare journal? I'll just whisper to the others. Do we have like a, just a spare journal? Just like
I have something for him.
a random book. Yeah, just give him something to scribble in.
Mm-hmm. So, but let's get you back to someplace comfortable first, and then I'll get you something to work on. All right?
Would you, before we go, would you mind if I popped round to the library, gather some things?
Is there a library down here?
Library down here?
He seems to think so.
Well, I just got back from the library, and I have 2 books I think you're going to be pretty interested in.
Oh, is that so, lad?
I picked them out especially for you.
Oh. Well, go on then, lad. I do love a good book.
And I will produce Molevin's Volume 1 and 2 to him.
Well, I'll be. Where on Furfallen did you follow these?
I've been on quite the adventure, grandfather. I haven't finished reading them myself, but while you're waiting for our return, I figured you could get a head start.
Oh. Yeah, and he sits down on the floor and he starts reading.
Whoa, grandfather, we gotta get you someplace more comfortable, right? The floor's not good for the bones.
God, Johnny, please don't let me get that old. Please don't. You gotta not.
Jonathan kind of looks at you and he's like, well, all right, I want it in writing so you know that I don't get arrested for it. But sure, if that's what you want, Dad, I can do that.
Yeah, we'll fill that out later. We'll work
Valentino,
that out.
Quillon, give me a hand. We're gonna have to airlift this guy up. I don't think he can climb the rope.
You turn towards Quillon, and Quillon is like outside, like looking around intently, like expecting at any moment there's going to be a regiment from the Rose Moons like coming down here.
You're pacing
it's
around,
not.
like trying to keep an eye, but there's still no sounds.
Eh,
Oh, we should ask him. Do you know what's going on with the sound down here, Molevin the Sixth?
The sound. And he'll
Yes.
shuffle out towards where like the rest of you are.
I like swing the door. See? Not a sound.
Oh yes. I remember this. I thought it very odd first time I came down here. It's the crystals. It's how they stay lit.
Crystals?
They absorb sound, and for some reason it comes out as light. Haven't the foggiest idea why.
Makes no sense to me,
Oh,
but
that makes
Valentino will
sense.
accept it.
that's
It waves into waves. That's neat.
Yes, Jules is our resident scientist. They might understand it better than us, but
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm a historian.
Me too. My too, grandfather. All right. I'll give him a piggyback ride.
Right.
Right.
And if
I'm just going to take
you
5 minutes, and I will be
can-
right back. So
Yeah.
give me a minute.
I'm a conspiracist.
sound crystals.
Does it also work the
Absorbing?
other way around? If you shine
It
light on
releases
does it
the
give-
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
really dangerous.
Let's bring a chunk of it to the surface.
I can't believe that Valentino is descendant of Horus.
Rose?
Of
Yeah.
Horus.
Yeah, that's what they said your grandfather's name was, right? Horus?
Horus, yep.
Yeah,
Horus,
yeah,
the-
Horus.
The war
right.
leader.
The heretic.
Yep, the traitor Primarch.
Uh-huh. Well, that's where you were going with that. My grandfather responsible for any heresy?
My grandfather split the galaxy in part.
I mean, it turns out that Valentino's father may have kidnapped Molvin's grandfather. We don't know.
I think Valentino's grandfather was cool. I think his dad's not cool.
I mean, when you mentioned
Yeah.
Horus, he said, "You don't work for that man, do you?"
Well, maybe they're all not
Hmm.
cool. Maybe Valentino and his sister are the first cool ones.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a conspiracy.
I assume his sister is the reason why he's here. It's my assumption.
Yeah.
Or at least the reason he's alive.
But
Yeah,
why
because I
down
mean,
here? But why down
I-
here?
It's
I guess it's
possible
just so
that
out of the way.
it's possible Reginald ordered his daughter, Genevieve, to go and dispose of him. And so she took him down here, but instead of like dropping him in the cage, tried to keep him alive instead. So
Yeah.
her father, she can say, "Oh yeah, he's dealt with. You won't be seeing him again."
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
But she's actually
Oh.
keeping him alive.
That
They
makes
also
sense,
like
but
wouldn't need him alive because I mean all of his information would just be in his book, no? So
Yeah.
it's like they wouldn't. That's why I don't think like anyone bad is keeping him alive
But why?
because they
But
would
why
just
keep
kill
him
him.
down here?
exactly. But why? How would Jenny even know about getting down here?
I guess
Because if he's
that's
anywhere else, there's a potential that he's like off. Like they discover that he's dead. She's doing it to make sure that she's keeping him down here in complete secrecy so that her cover isn't blown. Otherwise,
Yeah,
Reginald will mistrust her.
but how does Jenny know about the mysterious, long-forgotten ancient ruins under Yellow Bell?
I guess that's something we'd have to find
bet
out. I mean, very clearly, some
that's
people
what-
know about
The
it.
same.
Yeah.
the same reason Reginald knows.
Does Reginald
If she's, I mean, he must.
know? I mean, because the only group that we've met that knows about it is the Bunny Brotherhood, right? The only group we met that knows about this place. And so that leads me to believe that there's some sort of connection between the Bunny Brotherhood and the Rose Moons.
Hmm.
Could be, yeah.
But then why would the Bunny Brotherhood, who seems to be the only group that's going in and out of this area, just leave this mole alone?
That's why I think it would just be the doing of the sister. Like, I can't imagine why any of the bad guys would want to keep him alive, even for like a cynical reason, because he's literally just like sitting there reading, like just existing, and he's being fed. He's not like chained up or he's not like beat up or anything. He's just existing there. So it's like whoever's doing it is pretty, I guess, like careful, I guess. Like they're seemingly being fairly kind in some way. I feel like if it was bad people, I feel like he'd either be beat up or like in worse condition.
Yeah, but the bad people come down here.
I mean, we don't know if bad people have been down here. We saw like pickles and stuff, but I mean, we don't know if any of the bad guys have been this far down. Yeah, we saw
Yeah, we do.
pickles
They
evidence.
take the artifacts out of here, no?
I'm in the camp that I think the villains have done it. I think the villains are to blame.
Yeah, but why keep him alive?
I just can't imagine what use they would get out of an alive senile old man when all of his information's in his book. Unless they're like, oh, tell us where the book is. And he's like, I don't know. But like, at that point, I feel like they would just kill him.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right. Can we ferry my grandfather up
Yes.
back to the
yes,
base
we-
camp?
Yes.
I'll give him the books. Is there any altercations while we do it? Do we need to go like back to the other map and everything, or can we just?
No, I'm going to say just for time and the fact that multiples of you are helping get him up, you're getting him up there safely.
Awesome.
And Jonathan will stay to look after him.
Can we keep Jonathan and Freddy up there, or does Freddy still want to come
If
with
that's
us?
what you choose to do, then you can. Freddy is less reluctant to leave Valentino.
Yeah.
The only way he would leave is if Quillon and Valentino both assured him it was okay.
Never mind. We can just leave Jonathan up there.
I think leaving Freddy up there may be smart if the worst comes to be and Valentino's father sends people down here or even comes down here himself. Freddy and Jonathan, Freddy, and your grandfather will have an easier time hiding with the three of them than just Jonathan. We can take care of ourselves,
You'll be
Freddy.
all right. You'll be all right with that, Freddy.
Freddy looks between both yourself, Valentino, and Quillon, and then he puts his hand on Quillon's shoulder and he gives it a squeeze, like a keep him safe, I'm trusting you kind of motion.
Quillon will nod.
Valentino, he will then turn to you and kind of pat you on the head with his big paw, as he has always done.
We'll be all right down here, I'm sure. We'll stick together. Face any dangers head on.
Listen, please take care of my grandfather.
Yep.
Okay, Gramps.
Make sure you look after Dad.
Well, with his recent comments about my grandfather, I'll make sure that he comes back, but maybe missing a few pieces.
Try to keep him as whole as you can, alright? I've just made friends with him.
Alright. And grandfather, when you finish the books, tell me what you think.
He's already reading them.
Yeah.
He kind of just waves to you.
So that's where I get it from.
You see, so as, like, Freddy and Jonathan and your grandfather are kind of settling in, as you guys kind of go back to what you were doing, all you suddenly hear is your grandfather just turning around and saying, anyone got any milk?
Oh, he's just like me.
Wow, he's just like him.
He's just
No DNA test required. All right. No more messing around, guys. Let's get to the bottom of this.
I mean, are we at the bottom?
Nope, that's why we're gonna get to it.
Well, I have the other pathway to look at.
All right.
So yeah,
Let's go.
on the map that was upstairs on the table, it was essentially a drawing of this area that you're currently standing in. But where the waterfall is on your left, and it on this map it's a waterfall, but it's actually more of a river on your right. And then down in the sort of lower two corners, there are also pathways that were drawn. But you can't see those two bottom ones from where you currently stand because there's no light.
Let's go this way.
Crossing the bridge.
Hip hop, little bird hops with waters.
Yeah, sure. You guys, let me just move these guys over here. Whoop. You guys cross the little bridge, and as you're coming across to the next sort of little island, you do see a doorway off to the right-hand side. Actually, you see two little doorways, but there's no doors on them, so they're just open entryways. And then the little island closest to you has a little bit more light again from these mushrooms. And then it goes on to another one, which is in a darker area.
Let's check these rooms first, I think. There.
It's a shock that it's so derelict down here. You know, like someone at least guarding this place.
I mean, to be fair, you kind of got to go through some hoops and ladders to get here, so maybe that's what they're banking on.
So you come into this room first. And much like the room you kind of found the six in, it's full of beds, but there's no door on this one. And there's a couple of trunks at the feet of beds and things like that for storage, and there's a couple of shelves dotted around. But otherwise, empty.
I'll look in the trunks to see if there's anything meaningful, but if there's not, we can keep going.
Sure, the trunks aren't locked, and as you open one, there's maybe like a pair of socks, a pair of boots. You move on to the next one. You open this one up, and you suddenly hear this kind of noise as there's a very small spider who's nesting in here.
Becky?
God.
Well, I'll shut that box. I'll just go like.
They scream?
That was
Let out a little scream.
Jesus Christ. That
Uh,
yeah, I think I'm dying before 80. I think for sure. Yeah. Okay, I've had enough of that area. I'm good.
oh, goes around.
It does indeed. It goes around into this other room, which has a hearth in it, which is very dimly lit. And dotted around the room are several small bookcases and several chairs to sit in. There's also a small station where it looks like someone has maybe prepared food.
Melvin, there's a bunch of books.
Books.
Yes, there are several small bookcases in this room.
Let me see.
Might have been
I'm
the
looking for my
library.
grandfather's journal.
Sure, you can flick through the books that are on the shelf. It's interesting. You would expect, for how damp it is down here, for these books to be very heavily water damaged, or at least have like the discolored spotting that comes with damp. But as you pull one book off the shelf and you start to flick through it, you feel the page, and it's very similar to the pages that you found with Peabody, in the sense that they're covered in wax, maybe to preserve them and keep them waterproof. Pages from spoiling down here.
Oh.
And you flick through them. Most of it is, this is how much food we've used, this is like the rations we have left, this is the water level at this time of day. There's a little bit on the spiders and how they're pretty harmless. As long as you don't antagonize them while they're in their nesting season, they're fine. They seem to live off fish as opposed to people, and they tend to keep to themselves. If anything, they seem to be scared of any movement. And as you're flicking through a couple of these books, a sheet of paper falls out of one.
I'll pick this paper up and I'll read it.
Okay. This one is not coated in whatever wax is coated on the rest of the book. And it seems to be scribbled quite hastily. The writing is just about legible, but as a historian yourself, you can make it out. It says, "I have left word with Terence Bracken. He will keep the secret safe until the time is right. The Rosemoon heir could save us all. If the truth is discovered before the mantle is taken up, then the Marquise will take over everything. We Molevins are always drawn to document the most affluent of souls, those who will change the course of history. We are always part of one person's journey so we can pass on their stories when the need arises. I fear my journey ends here. My charge is set to betray me, and I know it comes. There is no way out for me except for to hide. I can only hope the clues left behind will lead my grandson to me in the end. My dear Molevin, should you find this letter, I implore you, do not let him have the fang."
Whoa.
At
I did not read that out loud.
Quillon was
as-
definitely over your shoulder reading that.
Quillon definitely was not. Quillon is looking at the other things in the room. I'm perusing all the books.
I literally pointed out the books to you.
And I started painstakingly reading through every single book. As Molevin would do. Wait, he said Terrence?
He uses
Yeah.
the name Terence Bracken.
Isn't that the goat? That
Yeah,
isn't that the
I mean that's the
Yeah,
Terrence
Oh,
is definitely the name of the
yes.
old war vet goat. Yes.
You remember when I
Oh.
slipped up last session and said Terry instead of Freddy?
Oh.
That was this note I was looking at.
Yikes! That is
Could I get like a copy paste of this note somewhere so I could reread it?
Yes, of course. Give me a second. Copy. And paste. There you go. It's in the chat. Should put it in the notes, actually. Let me pop it in the notes page. There we go.
Cool.
The issue there is, Molevin, is that this is not signed,
Nor dated.
nor does it mention which dear Molevin the letter is.
Can I date with my extensive work with books and inks and pages? Can I date this paper and ink?
Sure. Roll me a cunning roll for me, please. Okay. It's not old, but it's not young enough, like recent enough to have been like your dad, your brother. It's probably likely your grandfather that's just gone up to the top that maybe wrote this when he was a bit more coherent.
And it just fell out of a random book. It didn't fall out of like his journal. This is just a loose page.
This is just a loose page. It's a random book. Again, documenting kind of the everyday bits that seem to have gone on down here.
Mm-hmm.
It's potentially if this this note was, detailing stuff that only maybe you would find, he's potentially hidden it somewhere that no one else would bother even looking.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got good news and bad news. What news do we want first?
What's the bad news?
Bad news. Valentino's grandfather tried to kill my grandfather.
Not
It
the most
is
surprising.
charged. Well, Valentino, your grandfather's charge was Valentino's father from the picture.
No, it was Horace.
No, he said don't. He said he hoped you didn't work for Horace.
Well, yeah, that was... I said Valentino's father's name first, and he was like, oh, maybe. And then I said Horace, and then my grandfather was like, don't work for Horace. Which I think would imply my grandfather... Right, Steph? But
I can't tell you the answer to that, I'm afraid. It's however you interpret it.
I would interpret that...
We just
Okay, there is.
we just
a
heard it
drawing
earlier
he
though. Like they
made.
were saying, yeah, the painting is of my father,
Valentino's
Reginald.
father.
The drawing is of your father. He recognized your father's name, and there was recognition when you said the grandfather's name, but he never specified which one was his
He said-
charge.
He said in reference when we were referencing it, they said he is my charge.
Well, then there you go.
Did he not?
If that's what he said.
well,
Yeah, which was
regardless,
referencing Reginald, right?
whoever was my grandfather's charge, be it your grandfather
I
or
assumed it was.
father.
I assume it was Reginald.
I just
You know
assumed...
the Horace is quite long dead. Because Quillon would have told you this.
Whoever was
There
my
you go.
grandfather's charge, regardless of whoever it was, they betrayed him. And he himself has put himself down here. And it looks like my grandfather... The other bad news is it looks like my grandfather was acquaintance of Terrence, our goat friend that disappeared.
Oh,
Ew.
I'll let you look for Terrence.
So maybe
We can help.
does anybody have any information on Terrence? Do we know where he went?
I believe someone
Valentino,
said he went to visit family.
Yeah.
Quillon will go. Valentino told me to take care of him before he really understood what he was doing.
Don't put this on me. What do you mean?
Wait,
I didn't
wait.
understand what I was doing.
Wait, Quillon. So what are you saying? What happened?
I listened to Mr. Valentino. It's what I do.
But what did you do?
Yes, but I didn't at any
He
point
killed
tell
him.
you
He
to-
killed Terrence.
Oh no. Okay,
I
well, there's
know
that.
that-
There's that.
That was in the
lead.
past. There was already the
there's-
character development. It's okay.
Yeah.
We already established that you don't do that anymore.
Episode
So
one, we
it's
destroyed the lead for the end.
Well,
So,
all-
Molevin, you've just been telling us a bunch of bad news. What was the good news?
The good news is we have the Fang, and
What?
the heir to the Fang,
That's-
Valentino, is the one that can save us all.
Well,
That's the good
yeah,
news.
I feel like we
I
knew
don't
that.
know. Wait, did we? I didn't know I was supposed to be saving everyone. What?
Well, maybe
I
not
didn't
that,
know
but
that.
at the very least, you have the real one. I feel like we knew that.
It says that Valentino's going to take up the mantle, and if he doesn't, the Marquise will take over everything.
Well, Valentino, you got work to do.
It looks like you're going to be some sort of god emperor of everything, Valentino.
I put it on a
Well.
baking tray and stuffed it into an oven.
You repaired it.
You did great.
I always knew Mr. Valentino was special boy.
I baked it like a cake.
All right. Let's press onward, unless we have anything else to do in here.
I mean, I think there's a little bit left, and I pull out the bottle that has like a little bit of blood left in it that has like gold speckles on it.
Is that Terrence?
Oh god.
You still have Terrence on you?
Just a little bit.
Well,
Just a little bit.
well, we can't talk to him. So,
Oh, what's going on down here?
Oh.
Is this like a pulley system over here?
It is indeed.
Interesting. It's another door. We need our door. Jules! Jules, we need Jules.
Where am I?
oh yeah, let me
Help.
take a crack at it again. Let me take a crack. What do I could? I forgot. I used finesse, or I could use luck. What was it?
You can use finesse or you can use luck.
Yeah. All right. Maybe. Hey.
This door is 30.
Oh. Maybe.
I can try the keys.
I don't think the keys work anymore.
Let me try. We'll
Does
flip
it
through the
stop
keys
working?
again.
We can only use a certain number of keys.
You try the key in this door. It does not turn. The keys
But it
on
has
this
a-
ring do not fit in this lock.
Hey, strong guys. Song and dance. Bust down that door. Kick it down.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Quillon almost gets run over.
The pair of you kick down this door. As you do, you hear a shrill shriek from the other side.
Oh no.
Do we bust it down? What's on
This
the other
was.
side?
I think this was a
Spider.
spider's home.
You bust down the door and you open it up to an empty room.
Oh, that was a big door.
It's not as big as you think it is. The room is sparsely decorated. Again,
Okay.
don't look at what the map shows you. It's not relevant. I'm just using it. There is a small bed in one corner. There is a small rug on the floor, a small bookcase in one corner, and there is a small fire in the center of the room. As you hear this shriek, you basically see the bed kind of jump as someone tries to hide beneath it, and you can see just this pair of legs trying to wiggle its way under.
Oh.
Grab him, Valentino, grab him!
It's just
Oh my god.
There is a moment where you say, grab them, Valentino, grab them, and the legs stop kicking. And the body kind of tries its best to turn around under the bed, And all of a sudden, Valentino, you see your sister's head pop out from underneath.
What?
Grab Valentino!
Valentino!
What have you?
Oh my god, Valentino!
What
And she literally runs towards you and tackles you to the ground.
I didn't know you was.
I've been so worried! Where have you been?
Where have you been? I didn't realize you was still. Why are you locked away in here?
Because I'm living down here! You don't barge into people's homes? You were raised better than this. What is this nonsense?
That's my influence, technically.
Quillon! Quillon, is that you?
Mm.
I can't believe you're still alive.
Genevieve, it's
My goodness.
What
How
do you
did
so
mean?
get
good to
down
see
here?
you.
We followed the clues.
How long have you been down here?
I look at my hand like there's a watch there, and then I remember that I don't have a watch. Few hours.
About, give or take.
Wait. How many of you are there? Good heavens.
Well,
1, 2, 3,
hello,
We've
I'm-
got a whole expedition.
I'm
Shouldn't
Molevin,
you-
Molevin the Ninth. It's nice to meet you.
Molevin.
Oh yes.
You're Molevin!
Everyone meet.
Oh, your grandfather's here. Oh,
Oh yeah, we
yeah,
already
to him.
we already met my grandfather. He's all right. He's
Oh,
being taken care of by Freddie and Jonathan.
Oh. you let him out.
Yes, I
Oh,
don't.
Yes. Is that a
I don't-
problem?
I didn't.
It's not necessarily a problem. He's in there for his own safety.
He's being watched.
Right. We have someone looking after him. Yes.
Yeah, he's being babysat.
Oh, yes. Your grandfather's losing it slightly. I brought him down here a while ago at his request. We were looking for Valentino and it all went horribly wrong.
I knew it.
Your grandfather
Oh.
has this habit. He's trying to wrangle the spiders.
Oh, wonderful.
Jeez.
He thinks if we
This is-
train them, they could help build an army.
How
Is
is
he
he
wrong?
Is he making progress?
Yes and no. Yes, in the
Say
sense
no
that they seem to, not want to hurt him, but no in the sense that he keeps hiding them in horrible places and they keep popping out.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
on behalf of my grandfather, I do apologize.
I'm
He
over
seems
you,
to think they made excellent
cool.
booby traps. I tell you, every time I open the kettle, I have to do it at arm's reach. It's horrible.
They worked on Ratthew.
Mm-hmm.
God,
I suppose that's
hate-
where I get my sense of humor from him as well. Just a
Well,
quick question.
Ooh.
Before you and Valentino have your touching reunion, have you seen my grandfather's journal?
Oh, again, yes and no. She goes over to her little bookcase and she pulls a book off it, but you can see that it's torn in half. Like, it has the front cover and a few pages. Well, sorry, no, it's the back cover and a few pages. Here, and she'll hand it to you. There was a bit of a hoo-ha when we escaped. You see, we ran into Father, and it was awful.
Oh. Wait. Down here?
No, of course not down here. Father would. But no, we were in Iron Body, Bellows. I left a note for you. You see, Molevin knew a way down here that's in Iron Body. These tunnels span all the way underneath Furfallen. And he seems to be able to navigate them quite well. He seems to know his way around. So he said this area was the safest because no one comes here because of the spider infestation. And then we
It was
sort of
his idea
every
to
so
come down
often
here.
the rabbits would come down here, and hiding seemed to be the best way to navigate because they didn't bother anybody. They were very hell bent on mining the crystals further in.
They were taking the crystals to mess with people's heads.
Wait, The crystals further in are different from these?
There's... They are and they're not. It's a lot of yes but no's down here. I don't know very much about it, but Molevin was quite... before the whole spider situation, he was quite intent on studying the crystals, you see. I don't know if you've noticed, but any loud, vibrative noise tends to get soaked up by them. Don't ask me anything about it. I didn't understand a word he was saying when he tried to explain it to me.
Well,
Have you tried screaming at the crystals?
I've screamed at the spiders.
According to Molevin, the crystals shine light when you make sound.
Well, yes, because
I
the
was wondering
waterfall
if
makes
you
the crashing
scream at
noise,
it.
and
Does the crystal shine brighter? Is it volume or is it pitch?
I think it's vibration. So I'm not entirely sure which one affects it more. Can't say I've experimented. We've wanted to be quiet down here.
well,
Oh.
something is going on in Yellow Panel, and we were hoping to solve some of the problems, but didn't expect to find you down here, of all things.
It's the... Well, where else would you find a lord's daughter? You certainly wouldn't find them down here. Living amongst the, spider webs.
Why are you hiding down here? Father do something?
Well, after you were exiled, things at home got a little bit unbearable. And I wanted you to come home, so I thought, if Father was incapable of doing his job, he'd need his heir back. And, I didn't intend to poison him. But Father didn't take it that way.
So you were trying to poison him. Why
No,
would you...
no, I didn't
Why
want
would
to
you-
kill him. Heavens no. I just wanted to maybe incapacitate him for a short while. So you could come home.
Jeez.
I'm
Wait, I have a quick question.
not sure. Go ahead.
You tried poisoning him?
Just a little bit.
Ooh.
What did you use?
I mean, that's not good.
You
I
thought
don't really know
poisoning him
exactly
would-
what I used. I maybe went to a lady in a market and said that I wanted something that could, maybe addle someone's brain for a short while, and she said this would do the trick, so, I paid for it, I took it home, I put it in his wine, and...
Wait,
Well, if he
she doesn't.
exiled Valentino, then wouldn't you say his brain already is a bit
Wait, does she? Genevieve or Jenny?
Jenny's fine.
What have you been living off of down here?
Oh, she looks really uncomfortable.
Oh,
Well, the
You've been-
spiders are very complicit, alright? They're not tasteless.
Yeah.
you've been eating
Spider blood.
spiders? Spider blood?
Well,
Isn't that green
Molevin made
stuff?
them very
It's awful.
calm. It was quite easy to, feed on them.
Okay, but that you're not drinking wine, you're drinking blood. That part?
Yes, I know that part. Don't have to rub it in.
Okay, well, Valentino just figured this out 3 days ago, so that's why I was
I
just
could have
making
eaten
sure.
your grandfather, and I didn't.
I appreciate that, but I was just covering our bases of what you knew, what we knew, Trying to bridge the gap of knowledge.
It's
you
alright,
don't have a
Jenny.
fish?
Yes,
I
it's
tried
alright, Jenny.
eating a fish.
Don't
I
worry.
don't like the taste.
Spiders are the least of our worries. I have a story to tell you about some of the stuff I've had to avoid eating. Anyway, look,
there is a small stash of wine down here. I don't
Why was
recommend
you in
drinking
this
it though,
locked-
unless you really have to.
right, noted. Why were you in this locked chamber?
Because a
You
lady
have the
needs a
key?
bedroom that's private.
Oh, so you have the key. You didn't get locked in here.
I locked
You locked
myself in
yourself.
here. She dangles like a key that she's got a set of keys herself.
Right. Okay, good.
And now you've broken my door.
This is no place for you to live in, Genevieve. We need to sort all of this out so life can go back to being normal again.
Valentino, I don't want to be that guy, but your father seems like the worst person ever. I don't think it'll ever go back to normal.
He's quite right, Valentino. Ever since he realized his error in sending you away and, sending the Fang away. Sort of my fault there, too.
It
Wait,
is?
how is that your
Yeah.
fault?
Wait, how did this all happen? I thought I was being exiled because I was brought shame and dishonor to the family.
Not exactly. Now you have to promise you won't be mad at me.
Jenny,
This is getting
Jenny,
good.
what did you do, Jenny?
This is-
She
This
sort
is
of backs
good.
away slowly. You have to promise that you're not going to be mad.
Quillon will walk over and just grab Valentino's shoulders and be like, I think it's best to tell him.
Well,
I'm the one who had to reveal that you drank blood to him, okay?
I'll be calm. Just be honest.
alright. Well, I might have snuck into Father's office just before everything sort of happened. And I might have found some letters and some documents that maybe explained that the family's not quite as legitimate as the history books say. And that history wasn't exactly rewritten, but it's not exactly as it says in the book. And I wanted to test a theory, so I maybe played around with both fangs, and when Father came into the office, I hid. And he might have thought it was, and he might have thought it was you that did it, and then he thought that you were maybe trying to stage a coup and you were going to take over, so he exiled you. But I might have accidentally swapped the fangs over.
I don't believe it.
Wow.
After all this time, I've been living in the squalors.
It was an accident! I didn't mean for any of this to happen, and I've been trying to fix it!
I had to sleep in the gutters. And
Wait.
I'm sleeping down here!
I drank the cheapest wine.
Valentino, you're saying Rathew's house was the gutters?
Well, that was before Ratthew.
To be fair, Scrungledon is like the city of rats. It is pretty scrungly.
It is
Gets the job done.
It is Furfallen's armpit.
They pride themselves on that.
Yeah, for Scrungledon, it's not too bad.
Like it's a comfortable way of living for the scrungly people.
Yeah, 17-bedroom apartment isn't too bad.
Wait, Jenny.
I've been on the run.
Wait, Jenny, look at the fang. Look at the fang that Valentino has. Is that?
know.
Wait, is that the fake
That's
one, or
why
is that?
Father's after you because I accidentally gave him the fake one.
Wait, Valentino has the fake one?
No, he has the real one. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. No. That's a good thing because we don't want your father to have the real one because he's like
No,
evil.
my father's coming after it.
We'll kill him. Quillon kills people all the time.
Whoa!
That's my father.
Yeah,
Weren't you
maybe
just
we
a
should-
second ago saying about respecting people's family.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
Look,
that's-
my father.
See, my grandfather's a sweet old mole. Your father is a crazy murdering psychopath. All right,
We don't know if
there's
he's
levels
murdered
to it.
anyone.
I-
That could
I-
have all been Quillon. We don't know that for sure.
No, Valentino. Okay, as much as I like to blame Quillon, I can't blame him for that one. All right.
I
Ratthew's
imagine
not
that,
looking too bad.
I imagine that whenever Quillon, it's revealed Quillon kills people, Genevieve like looks and raises an eyebrow, like, yeah, and
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry, but as long as I would much rather deal with your father than let the fang go back to his hand. My grandfather said in this note not to let him get the fang.
There's a,
And we won't. We won't let that happen. And we
There
will
is a-
stop
there
his
is maybe
nefarious
something-
plans.
there is maybe something down here that can help you. Maybe.
What's that? What's that?
Your grandfather was telling me about it again. The incoherent babbling about the crystals, and I believe at one point he followed the bunnies to make sure they weren't doing anything too nefarious. And he said he stumbled across like a workshop of some kind where the crystals were being refined. And it seems that, like you were saying about Yellow Bell, it seems to subdue people. Maybe we can use that on Father instead of actually killing him.
Well, I
Wait.
assume we'll be bringing him to justice, but not
Are you-
killing him.
Well, that's
Are
what
you
I'm saying. If we
suggesting-
subdue him using the crystals, if that's what they do,
Right.
wait,
hit
Are
him
you
over the head.
suggesting we
Have
weaponize the crystals against the big evil overlords?
he's not an evil overlord. He's misguided.
he
Hmm.
does employ a whole.
Doesn't he
A
have like
lot
a
of-
whole vineyard that makes people disappear to make wine?
Well,
Yes,
Yes, but there's.
Which
It's
we
in the
ourselves have
documents.
benefited
I
from.
can't prove it yet.
Mm.
I mean, I'm just. I don't think that. I think that what should probably happen is he should probably disappear, and then you two can seize control over the Rose Moon
I
Enterprise.
don't think it'll be that easy. Even if we do, say, best him, he has a lot of power, lot of connections. Genevieve's right
Yes.
in that we might need
Yeah, but
evidence.
if he is content, then he won't use his connections.
Content?
Yeah,
the
if he's happy.
crystals, it makes you calm,
Mm.
dangerously so.
About basically lobotomizing my father.
I mean, your father
Not
is like
the words I
top
would
5
use.
like worst person on Furfallen right now.
God, Molevin.
Valentino, I know it's not the greatest solution, but we both know that Father's way of doing things isn't great, and I do think that you'd be better in charge.
I agree.
Just hold on a moment. Before I left Talonflake, you could have ranked me in the top 5.
No,
And I've changed. I've done a lot of growing and a lot of learning. And, well, I hope I'm not in the top 5 anymore, but maybe we can help him see the error in his ways. He doesn't need to be offed exactly.
I'm not saying we
and I
need to
would-
off him. I'm saying that we need to make him see reason.
Yes,
I
and I'm
respect-
just saying that there must have been a reason why he's doing all of this. Maybe he was doing it for us, Genevieve. Maybe he was trying to secure us some sort of future, but in the worst way possible. He's misguided, like you said.
But Valentino, he was very willing to let you die.
When?
When he
What do you
exiled you,
mean?
the only reason he's coming after you is for the Fang. I think he means to dispose of you to get it.
Quillon will say, if I didn't come after you, Mr. Valentino, at Genevieve's instruction, you likely would have died.
And Valentino, you You weren't top 5 worst person. You were a sheltered rich kid. Had no idea about what was going on in the true horrors that your family has been committing. That doesn't make you.
Like top 15.
No. You're innocent in this endeavor. Your father is a cruel man.
It is rather true, Valentino. You did spend most of your time holed up by yourself.
Now, I also do respect your reasoning, Valentino, and I won't hit your father with my shovel. We will try to convince him, but if it's not working, everything's off the table. I'm gonna hit him with my shovel.
Jesus Christ, Molevin.
I mean, we'll reason with the guy. We'll really try to get him to see the error of his ways, like Valentino said, and we'll try to see if he can change and, maybe not harvest innocent denizens of Furfallen to turn into his wine empire, but, if that doesn't work, I just don't see another way forward without resorting to violence.
So you have to at least promise me that you'll let me try.
Valentino, I promise you, we will all try to get your father to see the error of his ways.
I can prepare poison.
What?
If
To sedate him, right?
No.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
We're
what we
not
did to the
try.
what we did to the bunny priest, remember? Or the I guess the innocent guy who was just trying to protect his kid.
Yeah.
We're
We didn't
about
talk
that.
about that, huh? I forgot.
Gonna weaponize us against him?
What? Yeah, before we get onto that, Genevieve, you poisoned him, but what effect did it really have on him? Did he go ill?
He was ill for a little while. He was a little bit incapacitated. He complained of terrible headaches. There was some vomiting and other needing of bathroom facilities.
And did he suspect you of poisoning him?
I may have had a total breakdown of guilt.
And told him everything, right?
And that's when I fled.
This
He got
is why
rather
you're on
angry.
the run. Well, that makes us both exiles, I guess. At least you still have your ring in your ears. Mine got ripped out.
Yes, well, I always was faster than you.
Well,
I'm holding on to it, and I hold it up because you had handed it to me a few episodes ago.
Yes, Genevieve
yes,
had
there
put it in a
is.
letter.
Indeed, I do still have it. Haven't put it back on yet. Difficult to put it on when the piece of my ear is missing.
She kind of spots the
So-
like you handing the earring and like Valentino taking it. And Genevieve kind of perks up a little. Wait, where did you get that?
We found your letter.
Didn't you send us this?
I didn't send it to you. No, I sent it to a friend.
Yes,
I sent letters to sort of every town where I knew contacts and hoped that maybe you'd find one. I didn't realize.
I found the box where you were sending it from.
Then you know Jonathan.
Yes, he's upstairs.
Wait, what?
He's helping. The Woodland Alliance is on our side.
Everyone knows my son.
Wait, your son?
Yeah, he's my son.
Oh yes, you have the same ears.
Yeah, I suppose that's the only similarity we share.
Well, you have the same tail as well, but I've been told that's rude to acknowledge.
Oh, well, I guess so.
Jonathan and I have been friends for a while now. He's helped.
Kept you hidden? Kept you safe?
Not exactly.
Valentino, you sound a little crunchy, I think.
Wait, Jonathan knew you were down here?
No, I didn't tell him I was down here.
Did you see
Jonathan
his...
and I may have supplied information to the rebellion.
Wow.
Hmm.
Which rebellion is that?
The Alliance.
The Woodland Alliance.
He's your son, so you know he's the leader of the Alliance.
Yeah, I knew that the whole time.
When I found out what Father was doing and the fact that the Rosemoon rule is not really legitimate, I was trying to gather evidence, and you make
Wait, our rule isn't
connections.
legitimate? What?
Sorry?
What do you mean our rule isn't legitimate?
It's, as I said, those documents I found in Father's office, and he got very angry, and that's the reason that you were exiled. The Rosemoons really aren't, weren't a house of station. If anything, we were the problem back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason we're still here is because there was a deal made.
Hector?
You saying our good name, the Rosemans, is it's all a sham? It's
not exactly a sham, it's,
Political conspiracy.
there is a bit of a conspiracy, I'm afraid. She kind of nods over to Molevin. The last few pages of that book kind of explain it, but again, without evidence, it's just the word of the man who's gone a little bit mad.
I'll start reading the book.
Sure. The last couple of pages, as I said, are kind of what you've got. And as you kind of flick through, there's a couple of passages. So the earliest entry that you've kind of got says, the ruling Dark Ones are of the sky, much like the Eerie, but different. They're not like the rest of us. They thirst and they hunger. They are too large to find the way below ground, but we must be wary regardless. It does not stop their claws from trying to reach within the tunnels or from snapping their jaws when we try to leave. Some of us have closed the ways, but it is not enough. It's as though someone has told them where the exits are, and now they lie in wait. Many who venture above do not return to us. And then later on, there's another entry. We have done it. One of the Dark Ones tried to dig its way into the tunnel, tried to burrow itself in. Together we banded and we managed to slay the creature. Its great head was taken by the Great Horned One as a symbol. He now sits upon its skull in triumph and claims it as his throne. It has great fangs that have been removed and changed into weapons to be used against the Dark Ones. But they have taken many of our lives, and now they will be used to protect those same lives. They are to be handed down his line as a symbol. He who can wield the true fang has the right to rule the denizens of Furfallen. And then the very final page is much newer ink. This will be my last entry. I fear I am not long for this world. My grandson sits outside the door awaiting the minister. I must write with haste. It goes against what I have documented, but at my life's end I must make peace with what I withheld. The Great Horned One led the great expedition to the Upper Lands and struck a deal with the Dark Ones. There was no battle. The Horned One had an advantage by using what had grown below. Only those of us that ventured alongside him know this truth. Another story was told to the denizens, to encourage them to venture above ground and to build belief that the Horned One and to give them courage in the view of this new world. The first clearing was built, and over time, no one was the wiser. I fear my own role in this makes me a villain in turn, for I did nothing, and I struck the truth from my records. My non-action has made me complicit in this horrifying ordeal. I do not know how I shall live with myself. I cannot tell my family. If the Horned One ever found out I spoke word, then my life and my family's lives would be forfeit. I have left clues with the remaining members of the delegation who went with the Horned One and I to the surface. The trail of footprints will guide the way. Within conspiracy, you will find truth. And that's where it ends.
That was a
And
lot.
I'll pop it in the chat as well.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's fine. Because it is a lot, so like, take it, digest it.
It says they used the secret found in the dark. They used the crystals.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
This is a lot to unpack.
Whichever. Is this the rest of the book that was ripped out from that book I got all the way back in the Bunny Brotherhood?
So no, the one in the Buddy Brotherhood had 2 to 3 pages missing. This one is basically the book. Genevieve says it was your grandfather's journal and has been ripped.
So my grandfather was there?
I don't know if you can take the end pages as gospel. He's not exactly in his right mind. But there is a chance. He often rambles about his own history. It could be something else he read. The last passage does mention his grandson, which, you know, could be him if he was there when he died.
Oh my goodness. So that's Molevin the Third's journal then.
I've tried asking, but I can never get a coherent answer.
That's fine. It's troubling that a Molevin would lie. Is my family
And I've just
name...
realised I didn't change those names. Those names are wrong.
Which names?
So in the notes where I've put Horace, it should be the Horned One. Wait.
Wait. Or is this the Horned One?
No. Horace was a placeholder when I wrote this out and I forgot to change
okay.
it. So ignore the name, please.
So Horace is not a name.
Horace is Valentino's grandfather.
Yes.
The Horned One is not Valentino's grandfather.
Okay.
That's the disparity that's happened here. Is when I wrote this, it was very early days, so ignore it.
Oh, okay. So where it says Horace, Horned One.
It should say the Horned One.
But canonically, Valentino's grandfather and Horace, not the same person.
Not the same person, no.
Perfect.
I was already thinking, wait. There is some time discrepancy between...
Yeah, no, that's why I'm
the
telling you, because I've just seen that.
Yeah.
It should say the Horned One, it shouldn't say Horace. Horace was literally a placeholder.
Is my family name built on lies?
Quillon is going to say, it's possible that the entire clearings in our history are built on lies. It says in Conspiracy, truth will be found. Let me... Quillon is going to look at these and, see, look for any symbology of the conspiracy as well.
So there is nothing in this particular journal that screams conspiracy. But you do recall when you found one of these books previously and it had hints of conspiracy within the pages.
Yeah.
Which is one of the early volumes Molevin has.
Quillon will say, I think that your family maintained the history, but put the truth in the text. Remember, I found some notes of the conspiracy hidden in the book before. It's a way to maintain the truth while also keeping your station. The truth will eventually be discovered if it's written there.
Alright, well. This is just a lot to process.
Valentino, I'm so sorry. If I'd never gone into Father's office, none of this would have happened. Like, nothing would have been revealed, and everybody would have just carried on living as everything was.
They would have carried on living a lie, Genevieve. May have been
Yes, but then
a
no one would
mishap,
be
but
fighting.
I mean,
better to fight and seek truth and justice than to live complacently under a lie.
I think Jonathan still will be fighting. I think there would still be some kind of struggle between the Eyrie and the Marquisate. The only people who wouldn't be fighting would be you and Mr. Valentino.
Quillon's eyes are shining at what Valentino just said because he basically word for word said the ideals of the Corvid conspiracy.
Oh my god. That's incredible. you're looking there like little sparkles in your eyes, like wide-eyed, like
He's become everything I hoped he'd be.
More.
Wait, I mean, do you guys understand what this means, though, right? These terrible monsters that apparently were all killed are still out there. The clearings aren't safe.
Quillon is going to look down and say, "There's something under Yellow Bell."
Or something above it.
Both. But
I mean, it
mostly
said
under.
that one of my Molevins, I can't keep track of who's who anymore. They said that they would journey to the surface and struck a deal with the old ones, with the crystals down here. So there could be a subdued group of them somewhere. This is just too much.
Well, that's what we came down here to investigate because it's dangerous. Can we really go back up without finishing our investigation?
It depends on what your specific investigation is for. These tunnels, as I said, span all over the country. You'd be down here forever if you wanted to check everything.
Still reading through all of this.
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to wrap up in a minute anyway, I think, before we venture down, because I need to prep the new map for next week.
Wait,
This,
venture down? There's a down?
Well, do you see
I
these
thought
stairs?
this was the lowest. No, my goodness, there is. It goes even
But there's
further
also,
down.
depending on
How
which direction
far?
you want to go, so you can go down the stairs, you can go to the left, or you can go
My
top
goodness.
right, top left. So it's which way you want to go.
The
We need to
Molevins,
find-
they dug too deep.
Oh, come on, Valentino. You know we can't.
But
I mean, I'm used to caves. As a bat, I'm used to caves, but this is too much.
Genevieve, if it is indeed one of the old ones, we might need someone to let people know. We don't know if we'll make it back out.
Oh, you can't say that. My brother must make it out. You have to promise me, Quillon, nothing will happen to him.
Quillon will take Genevieve's hands into his and say, "I will do everything in my power to make sure he lives."
All right, I suppose that's good enough. And she'll give you a hug.
Well, Didn't you also have the fencing lessons in the Rosemoon Estate? You could have
Yes.
a fight if you want.
I can absolutely fight. I just don't have a weapon.
Hmm.
How about you go up to the level and
Jules?
how about you go
Got a
reunite
wrench?
with Jonathan? And you go say hi to your friend Jonathan. He's up on the upper level in that abandoned camp.
If he's the leader of the Alliance, you guys may be able to bring us support if it goes badly.
I suppose we could do that. But things won't
There
go
is a number of
badly.
weapons. Well, there are a number of weapons upstairs, but none that were really our size.
How much time do we have? Maybe I can try to make some weapon with the crystals. Like a
There's a
nice
hearth as
thing.
well. You could use this station over here.
Yeah,
In
you
fact,
absolutely
actually-
can try to make a weapon for her.
Going back, and I'll have to ask this for of Steph, but you know this kiln here does have two like
Yes,
Scimitar-like
it does.
weapons
I've
next
seen
to
that,
it.
yeah.
Hmm.
The blades on them, just due to the damp and disuse, they probably would be quite rusted.
Mhm.
But you might be able to salvage them.
It's something Jules will be able to.
I think Jules personally would be able to do that. He's not a blacksmith, but he would know well enough how to deal with.
Treat metal.
Yeah,
Treat metal.
And what about the other idea of making crystals? Crystal
I mean,
blade.
if Jules really wants to try using the crystals for that sort of thing, he can absolutely give it a go. There will be a
I
role for it.
definitely want to implement the crystals in the new blade, whether or not it's gonna. Well, we've learned that there needs to be some form of refinement to make it do what we need it to do,
Mhm.
and because I don't know what that is, I understand that that won't happen.
Mhm.
But we also know that there's different properties. That is, it translates sound to light, which means we have a sword that gives light.
Mhm.
Which already is fun.
Yeah, you can absolutely give it a go.
Cunning, right?
Yep. Them smarts.
I will mark 2 exhaustion to give him +2.
Okay. Yeah. For a few moments, you go out and you try to find maybe some loose crystals, or at least find one that's vaguely in the kind of shape you're looking for. There's not a piece that is long enough for what you want, but you find something that you could potentially make into maybe like a dagger of sorts, and you can maybe shape it enough to make it extra sharp, extra pointy without it being too delicate.
Mm-hmm.
As you work on it and sort of chip away some of these like shards to make it like flat enough, there's no sound, and with every time you strike it, you see the light within it bloom brighter. And you do manage to sort of make something akin to a dagger out of this.
I guess it's not my best work, but it's a weapon.
It's very pretty.
Well, then it suits you perfectly, Genevieve.
Oh, you are very sweet, brother. Hopefully it's sturdy enough, and she takes it and she tries to like stab into one of these crates to see if it's sturdy enough.
It breaks.
Oh no!
Oh wow.
Oh no,
Sure.
it's absolutely sturdy enough. You see that she does it with like almost the same precision that Valentino uses when he fences. but hers is more. Her movements are more akin to maybe Quillon's style, where he throws daggers, but she slams it with enough force that she makes a nice dent.
Yeah. Quillon style.
Yes, this will do nicely, I think.
Ugh.
Welcome
And
to
I
the
think-
Thorned Roses, Genevieve.
Roses. Very poetic. And I think that's where we're going to end the session.
Okay.
New member.
So, before we end, has anyone hit any of their markers?
I know I have.
Okie dokie. Oh, yes.
Um,
Historical event.
Yep. Cleared my
Yep.
exhaustion track, which wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. Anybody else?
Um,
Does I will put this forward just for those of us that do have it. For those of us that have thrills, does saving someone else from certain death count for thrills under your suggestion?
I'm going to say yes, just because of how attached you are to the members of the party that you've saved.
All right. Then I have thrills. I don't think I have ambition unless this has affected any factions.
If you guys haven't already, I was just going to say faction-wise, I'm going to say boost yourselves up to the positive side one of the Alliance.
Oh.
Because your bond with Jonathan has grown enough at this point that
Woo!
it's given you a good, healthy dose of trust with the Alliance.
Oh, and then I get my ambition.
Oh,
So
awesome.
Yep. I'm gonna increase my depletion bar.
And when I say one, I don't mean one sliver. I mean go up to the +1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay. I got
Ooh, what should I get?
the,
What should I
the
get?
advance against my foe. Did I advance significant harm towards their interests?
I'm going to say yes. I'm not going to tell you exactly why. But yes.
Okay.
Because spoilers. But some
Interesting.
things have happened this session with you in particular that have... Yeah.
Unwittingly did something.
I think the
webs.
Valentino
cut
should
the
get
webs.
a plus towards the conspiracy as well. He has espoused their ideals.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah. Unknowingly
Interesting, okay.
relating the ideals of the conspiracy, so you can tick another little box for the conspiracy.
Yay. Excellent. Yeah, that was great. It's a fun moment. Just
That was
imagining,
funny.
like,
Yeah. He's just like so
well,
proud.
it's like wide-eyed, like, that's my man.
Anybody else?
With the ambition, I should get something, but I don't know what I should get. It's been so
Well.
long.
Well, I think with that we should say goodbye to chat and everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in.
All right.
Thank you everyone for playing. And we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Catch Root next week. Same time. Be live tomorrow as well for
Bye.
Temporal Tower.
Temporal Tower!
Friday for the
Stick
Tomb
around!
Annihilation dinner party. And Sunday as well for Call from the Deep. Bye-bye for
Sunday
now.
was a hiatus.
Oh, Sunday we're off. But we'll be back next Sunday after 21st.